we tend to respond to rejection in that way of feeling hurt and angry and upset, even when we find out it's not real, and certainly when it's something even small like Facebook, we can still have that response. And so to know that means that you're interpreting how you're feeling in a much more accurate way than just assuming, well, what's wrong with me that bothers me so much.
But do people really go so deep to understand the source of their anger?
No, and that's why I'm spelling it out, because we often don't.
Yeah.
We usually don't try and ask ourselves what's making us angry or what's making us upset. It's actually a really good question, because when something hurts us physically, when we're feeling a twinge in our leg, our first thought is, oh, did I sprain a muscle, or make a ligament, or maybe I slept in the wrong position. Our first thought is to try and figure out what happened. And when we're feeling in a certain mood, that's not what we do. We actually just try and ignore it, or we just try and numb it. We'll eat, or we'll drink, but we don't actually ask ourselves, why am I in a bad mood? And one of the first things you need to do when you're in a bad mood is figure out why you are. And a lot of the times you'll be able to, if you have the knowledge and the basic understanding about how these small things impact us. Because a little tweak of guilt can put you in a bad mood.
Yeah.
You realize, oh, I told my mother I was going to call and I forgot. Well, I'll call her later. But meanwhile, all day you're kind of in a bad mood because you're feeling guilty. Only that's not what you're thinking, because, well, I'll call her later. It's not a big deal, so we dismiss it. But if we pause to think, well, why am I in a bad mood? Then we can oftentimes figure out